Hello guys, Money Maverick is back. Thank you guys for watching the Cash Flow Chronicles. Thank you for watching this page. You know, there are multiple streams of income to be made in this day and age. And I know a lot of us have a job and we love our jobs, or we don't love our jobs, but we can also do extra things to create multiple streams of income, so we're not just depending on a job. And I just wanted to share that with you. But what's right for you guys, right? If you look around, there are so many ways to achieve financial freedom. There's so many ways to achieve even extra streams of income, side hustles, or whatever you guys are looking for. And you can keep your job if you like, whatever. It's all up to you. That's the beauty of it. It's all up to you. But this channel is designed to just give you another mindset about finding extra streams of income, about getting multiple streams of income, right? So let me encourage you to start taking a serious look at the financial information available right here on YouTube for free. And in today's video, I want to look at a video, and it's not really about the video, but it's not really about the video, but it is. But it's not. But it's more about the video, about the comments on the video. And I will link the video down below, so you guys can look at it, and so you guys can just even look at the comments and just see what I'm talking about. But let's go here to our video that we're going to talk about, and I'll just let it play a little. And like I said, I'll post it down below, and we'll go into some more stuff. But here's
a couple years back, a new investment opportunity started popping up everywhere on YouTube.
Learn about Airbnb arbitrage.
Airbnb arbitrage.
Airbnb arbitrage. Right. Airbnb arbitrage is super cool.
Bryson Blocker and Anaya McMillan became recognizable after being featured on Ryan Pineda's podcast and $1 Million Worth of Game podcast. Then an exposed video was made about them that generated hundreds of thousands of views.
So let me just stop right there. So you see, the video is about, and like I said, I'll link it below, but it's about Airbnb. So maybe you stayed in an Airbnb, which is pretty much, instead of, we go out of town, instead of staying at a hotel, you stay at a house that's owned by someone, and, they rent it to you for a couple of days or however long you stay there. So that's what an Airbnb is, if you didn't know. But I'm sure a lot of you know what an Airbnb is. So the business opportunity they're talking about are people who pretty much get Airbnbs either by buying a house, or a house that they have that they rent out or use as an Airbnb. Like I said, they buy the house, or you can also lease a house, right? If you rent a house that you're renting, or a house that you're, for rent, instead of you having tenants in the house, if you're in real estate, right? So instead of you having tenants in the house who, you rent the house out, or you sublease, rather, they're renting the house out to you and you're pretty much subleasing the house, right? Meaning that you're still paying that monthly payment, but as you're subleasing for the Airbnb, right, you have people, and of course, when you do that, you have to ask the person who's renting the house, is that okay with them doing that? Because they may not allow you to do it or whatever. But so you rent a house and you sub-rent it or sublease it or whatever to your Airbnb company or whatever, meaning that you use that house as an Airbnb. So people are coming in and out of the house versus just using the house to, like, having a rental house for just rental, where you get one payment a month for whatever you get, however many times you can book the house for Airbnb. That's how you get paid. But anyway, on with all of that. This is basically this guy here that you're seeing here. He's interviewing a couple who do Airbnbs, and basically, I guess his page is about finding scammers or whatever. So
this does not look good for you. Let's be real. I decided to confront them about
that's the couple. And I'm not going to watch the whole video. Like, it's an hour-long video. So like I said, I'll link it below so you can look at it. But this couple here, they have Airbnbs that they have. And apparently some people are saying that now I don't know. Like I said, what my interest in this is to see that there are other ways to create income. And like I kind of explained to you what Airbnb does and how you can do that. I mean, even if you have another house that you're not even using this, you can use it for an Airbnb or whatever your case may be. So, and like, again, I say that, one thing doesn't fit every person. You may not even want to rent a house out or do an Airbnb or whatever. You may think it's a good idea. My thing is, if you see something that's a good idea, there's plenty of information that's on YouTube about that specific topic. So you can look at all these topics and you can see how to do it. You can see who's doing it. And, whether these guys are scammers or not, the idea of having a house and making an Airbnb, to me, is a good idea.
Accusations.
It's not a scam. You just didn't complete it.
The people want to know, how many listings do you currently have on Airbnb?
Okay, so we have Airbnbs that we rent, and then we have one house that we own. Right now we have 6 Airbnbs that we rent in St. Louis, Missouri that are listed, and then one house that we own in Glendale, Arizona.
How much do these Airbnb...
So she's pretty much saying they're doing the rental thing. They're renting properties, as she said, in St. Louis. So they're renting properties and subleasing those, to actually use as Airbnb. And they also own a home in Arizona or whatever that they're using for an Airbnb. So, like I said, if you want to see all the stuff about them talking about scamming and all that kind of stuff, the video's linked below. You can watch it. But for me, I think it goes on, and they also have coaching programs and all that, where they teach people how to do the things. And of course, when you're doing a coaching program, you may have results doing something, but it's up to the other person. If they buy your product, it's really up to that person to follow the steps to see. And they may not be as successful as the person that they're getting the coaching program from. They may be more successful than the person that they're getting the program from, but it's all up to you. It's up to the work that you put into it. So when I see things and they say scams and all that kind of stuff, maybe the person is a scammer, maybe not. It really doesn't matter. What's that business plan? If you get an understanding of that business plan that they're doing, or what they're doing to create the income, you can look on YouTube and find information. You can go on Google and find information. You may need help or guidance in that, and that's perfectly fine. But there are things that, people just say scam, or, I wouldn't trust or whatever. Well, that's to each his own. You don't have to get scammed doing something. When you see the business model per se, right? And if you get an understanding of it, you can use it, the best to your advantage. That's what I got to say about that. So
Airbnbs make gross, like in total, your total portfolio, how much are they making every month gross? Because those are the numbers you'll see on social media. Like, we make 60 grand a month. So how much is gross, and then how much is net?
Okay.
Now, and they're going to answer that question, but the question he asked is, they're asking what their gross is and what their net is every month or whatever. And people can lie with numbers like that. Like I said, their success is their success. Their non-success is their non-success. So if it's a business where you can you can just, put in your mind, if I wanted to do an Airbnb, right? If I wanted to rent a house, or if I have a house that needs to be fixed up, count the cost in these things. Just because it's something that's not favorable to you doesn't mean it's a scam. If it may be too much work for you or whatever, that doesn't mean it's a scam. But people can lie with numbers or whatever. But like I said, that's their stuff. How does it look like for you? If you wanted to do it, how does it look? Right? If I say, for instance, I have a house that's vacant, that's in my family, like maybe it was my great grandmother's house or whatever, that's been vacant and I hadn't used it or whatever, and I wanted to fix it up and make an Airbnb. Well, at that point, it's on me. I've looked at it and said, Airbnb is a thought, or renting it out is a thought. So if I take that and I get the house and I want to rent it out, how much is it going to make me versus how much an Airbnb would make me if I could do an Airbnb? So that starts falling on me. And if I need guidance on that, there are books that tell you how to do these things. There are coaches, there are people. So you can't just say, well, something is a scam because whatever. take the, you're at a point where you have to take the initiative and just look
Okay, so
and
our
see what it
best
is.
month, which was May of 2022, that's when we had just got our 11th unit. We made a little over $58,000 that month. That was revenue, that was not profit. Profit was about 60% of that. Now, each Airbnb really does depend on the size of it and how much it makes. So I would say our smaller property.
So anyway, they're going through all the numbers. Like I said, I'll link below. Because I'm interrupting this thing. But the big deal for me about this video, it was not the video. I mean, whether these people are scammers or not, I really don't care. The business model, I can grasp a concept of Airbnbs. So that's all I'm looking for, right? But the comments of people just calling these people scam, like I said, I don't know, maybe they are scammers, maybe not, I don't know, but calling someone a scammer, I mean, it was a lot of people in the comments, so I don't even know if all of those people even used any of their products that these people have to offer that are being shown here. I don't know if they use any of their products, but maybe they just saw them on other videos and said something didn't line up with whatever was being said and all that. I mean, if they're scammers, I don't know, but just look at the information that they've been given. I mean, I'm sure they have maybe they have their own YouTube channel. Maybe they've been interviewed on other people's pages. But just looking at the information, right? What is it? How is the Airbnb, if that's something that interests you, how can you get into that niche, right? How can you use that to your advantage? People, I mean, even if you have a family member who wants to get together with you to do something to create an extra stream of income, how can you guys use that? That's what my channel is about. You can say people are scamming or whatever and all that, and that's good or bad or whatever it is, but it really doesn't matter to what you want your success to be. So my thing is, what do I want my success to look like if I have an Airbnb? How can I make that come to pass? You can get loans, you can get business loans, you can get personal loans. What's the best way for you? You can get home equity, a home equity line of credit. There are many things that you can do to fund a business idea. So I tend to look at how I see the information, but how can I use it so this can best be to my advantage? So that's the mindset I hope you guys have if you look at any information about a business opportunity or about making extra streams of income or, that type of stuff. How can I use it to the best of my ability? So I hope this information was very helpful to you guys. Stay tuned for more videos. I would really like to hear about your financial goals and your experiences. That's what the comment section is for. So please leave a comment. And if I can, of course, I'll try to answer what I can, depending on how big the channel decides to grow, but I will answer what I can. So please comment below. And, ads, commercials, and all the stuff played during the video. So if there's something on one of the ads that kind of piques your interest, explore it. I'm not saying use everything that you see on here, everything you join it. I'm not saying that, but if you see something that piques your interest, Google more information about it. See how it can really be something that can change your life or not. It's up to you. And like I said, guys, hey, thank you so much. And the ball is in your court. And hey, stay tuned for more videos later. See you guys.